y'all. Missy Speaks TV, and I'm back with some more celebrity Hollywood news. Thank you so much for joining me again today. Nice to see y'all. I got some good information here today to share on one of our favorite Hollywood celebrities, Miss Tiffany Haddish, out here in these streets causing a ruckus like she always do. Child, she's still out here running her little lips about Mr. Common. Girl, I'm gonna need you to find yourself a therapist and stop chit chatting about our man Common. Ugh, I mean, he got his own set of issues, but girl, that relationship been over for about a good, what, couple years now? He done moved on, and I think even that relationship about to be over. And you still talking about Common. Girl, she done moseyed on over to Atlanta Black Star blog and had a conversation with them about, why she feels, that particular relationship went the way it did. And I'm like, girl, you done talked about this relationship 20 times. The headline over at Atlanta Black Star states that Tiffany Haddish accidentally spills the tea that Common was pursuing her for 2 years, which seemingly intersects with his dating timeline with Angela Rye. Oh, girl, who's being messy? You. That's who. Now you got to be pulling Angela Rye into your mess, child. Leave that girl alone. She over there enjoying her best life with all her degrees and stuff, commentating on CNN and any other news station that'll listen to her talking. You over here dragging her into your mental mess about Common. Girl, like I said, go sit on a couch somewhere and have a conversation with a therapist and leave all these other folks out of it. Let's see what old Tiffany Haddish is talking about. Okay. Like I said, she went over to Atlanta Star and talked about, her 2 year relationship with Common and how she inconspicuously spilled tea, which made it seem as though that relationship crossed, possibly crossed into the time that he was dating Angela. Now, she didn't necessarily say that, he was dating her at the same time, but I guess the timeline would suggest that, allegedly. But we're going to go ahead and read this little brief article and see what Miss Tiffany is talking about. Rapper and activist Common has been known for being a serial dater, unable to stay in relationships. He's dated professional athletes, political analysts, singers, and Emmy-winning actors. And some would say he's the luckiest man in the world, but not his ex Tiffany Haddish, who says Common is the only celebrity she had an entanglement with. Everybody want to use that term ever since Jada. Child, find your own term. Anyway, the only celebrity, this is Tiffany talking now, the only celebrity I've entangled with, it was 2 years of him chasing me down before I finally was like, okay, let's do something. That was top of 2020, she told People magazine. Girl, you should have said, oh no, because I see how you roll with these chicks in these streets, and I'm going to stay over here and stay sane. But no, she went with the grift and went on ahead and dated this man, child. And look at her. Now everybody looking at her like she crazy. She falling asleep drunk in cars. Lord have mercy. Anyway, Haddish confirmed that she and Common were dating in August 2020 after rapping on the set of the 2019 film The Kitchen. I actually liked that movie. That was a really good movie. She did a great job. Gotta say one thing about Tiffany. Even though she can be a little, on the loopy side from time to time, Tiffany's a pretty good actress. I really liked her in that movie. She did a great job. I'm so surprised. Did she get an award for that movie? I know she didn't get an Oscar or anything like that, but she's a really, really good actress. I would really like to see her, in more mainstream movies like that. But, she's got to stay out of trouble. She's got to keep her name from, negative situations like this. And maybe she'll get, to be in more movies like that. But I really liked her in that film. But anyway, despite previously claiming they met for the first time and on set, she now claims that the Testify artist had been pursuing her for 2 years before dating. We met at the beginning of 2018, 2017, she said. Now she's changing the narrative. Girl, you're rewriting history. Give me a break, Tiffany. Now she rewriting history. Anything to try to change the narrative to make herself feel better about how crazy she's been acting over this man. Tiffany, we don't believe you because at the end of the day, you're still talking about him. So something ain't right in the buttermilk about this whole situation. For you wanting us to believe that he's been chasing you. I don't believe it. But let's move on. Let's go on. They decided to part ways in August of 2021. Part ways? Okay. No, that's not how it happened, Tiffany. But we'll go ahead and continue to read. This is a true Stranger Than Fiction article, okay, folks? But okay. But the breakup was unexpected for Haddish. No, Tiffany, the breakup was not unexpected. You have seen how he moves and rolls in previous relationships, girl. The breakup was unexpected for Haddish, who alleged that she missed all the red flags prior to Common breaking up with her over the phone, and he failed to invite her to his birthday party. Ciao. Honey, that was the breakup. When he didn't invite you to his birthday party, that was the breakup. Not the breakup over the phone. Him not inviting you to that birthday party was the breakup. And in fact, you seeing how he rolled in those previous relationships, now that was the red flag and the breakup before you met him. All of that. Don't date men like that, Tiffany. When you see how a man rolls, like Jack the Gigolo, when a man rolls like Jack the Gigolo, you don't get with him. He's not going to change. He is who he is, especially when he in his late 30s and 40s rolling like a gigolo. Oh my God. Everybody was like, oh, Tiffany, you wanted to marry him so bad. Yes, Tiffany, you did. And Tiffany was like, if I wanted to marry that man, I would not have asked him for an apartment building. Girl, you sound a Lulu, said the Girls Trip actress. I think a deed is much more powerful than a marriage license and easier to get out of. If anybody who's ever owned property knows, just getting out of it is not easy, okay? I've owned several homes, and trust me when I say I've sold one of them, and it was not easy to sell a home, okay? At least there's some return on that investment. And yes, there is, as long as you take care of your property and you continue to pay your mortgage payments on time. It's true. Oh, but she doesn't strike me as being that responsible, Tiffany, allegedly. God, I love you, Tiffany. I do. I like you, girl. But you ain't been... When it comes to this man, you don't seem to be walking the straight and narrow in your train of thought. And I'm just worried about you because you're still talking about him after all this time. Common and Haddish's romance began not long after his on-again, off-again relationship with Angela Rye. The two began dating in 2017 and parted ways for a good sometime. Parted ways some good sometime in 2019. Which crosses within the timeline of which Common began dating his co-star. He's talking about, okay, I see now. So basically they're saying Angela Rye broke up with him. He and Common and Angela Rye broke up in 2019. And then he started dating Haddish in 2019 as well. If there was any crossover... It was barely. Okay, guys? You guys are making something out of nothing, but we'll see. We'll see. Angela Rye, don't respond to this foolishness because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get a little Twitter battle going on, and you are way too classy for that, girl. Rye's ex previously stated that he had lost interest in the relationship, though the former CNN contributor believed they were headed in another direction. See how he did Angela Rye? And Haddish, Tiffany, you should have seen that. You saw that with Angela Rye. He led her on, in my opinion, allegedly. And the next thing you know, things got a little bit too serious. And then he was like, oh no, I don't want to do this. No, no, no. And Angela's looking at him like, but I thought we was good. What happened? And then now you went through the same pattern. And now I'm just wondering what is going on with he and his new girlfriend, Miss J. Hud. I don't know, but I think she time enough for him because Jennifer Hud don't like to commit either. He might get his feelings hurt with that one. Ooh, she might be time enough for him. I hope Jennifer Hud takes her time because I didn't like the idea that she decided to date Common considering his track record. And I like Common too. He's a nice dude and all, but I just don't like his track record with women. He's not ready. He's not ready for a good woman. He's not ready. He needs to really get himself together. Anyway. We had been talking for about 2 months about let's see where things go because I'm leaning towards. Okay, so no, Rice's ex previously stated that he had lost interest in the relationship, though the former CNN contributor believed they were headed in another direction. We had been talking for about 2 months about let's see where things go because I'm leaning towards I want kids, and he was leaning towards I don't know. Rye said on her on one with Angela Rye podcast in December 2020. I think when somebody tells you I don't know, they just tell you that because they don't really want to hurt you. And yeah, you're absolutely right, Angela. He was pretty much just trying to spare your feelings. She continued, he's more established in his career. We have a little bit of an age difference, and he has a fully grown, wonderful human daughter in law school. So now wanting to start over is a thing. Okay. Common has a fully grown daughter, and he just doesn't want any more kids. And he stated that, several times. Uh, I've heard him say he just doesn't want any more kids. So every time he gets with a woman and they get serious and she starts talking that baby talk, he's exits stage right. So no woman should be surprised. Anybody going into a relationship with him thinking about wanting kids, they can forget about it. As soon as they mention it, he's out the door. Um, Now, I don't think J. Hud wants children, but I also know, or not know, but I get the feeling that J. Hud kind of has this whole commitment phobe thing too. So those two are kind of time enough for each other. And I don't believe, um, you know, I don't know. But in my personal opinion, I'm just wondering if that relationship is going, to go the distance. Is it been rumblings, in these streets that it won't, allegedly, but we'll see. We'll see. I think Common's going to get his feelings hurt with J. Hud. She's going to be the one to break his heart. So we'll see. We'll see. Common has also dated neo soul singer Erica Badu. Erica Badu is like the goddess of mother nature of love child. Everybody falls in love with Erica Badu. He dated her for 2 years and has said he struggled to eat while getting over his first love. And yeah, that's right. He did say that he fell in love with her first, as far as dating her. So I discovered I didn't truly believe in myself wholeheartedly with every morsel that I had in my body, and I discovered that through a breakup. I discovered that through a breakup. Oh, this is Common saying all this about Erica. So yeah, he's also dated like Serena Williams. And of course, he's now dating Jennifer Hudson. The pair have been dating for over a year, and it is alleged he recently asked her for her hand in marriage, but she declined. Ooh, 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 ooh. So I was right. Oh God. Ooh, ooh. I should be laughing. I knew it. That's all alleged, though. It is alleged that she declined his marriage offer. Maybe the ring wasn't big enough. I don't know. Ciao. But when he went on J Hud's show, you know, he didn't even like come out and say, this is my girlfriend or this is he didn't, he never even still didn't come out and say it. He didn't like come out and pledge, outwardly, truly pledge, this is my girlfriend. He didn't say that. So it was kind of awkward even when he went on her show and announced that he was dating her. So I just wasn't feeling it then, and I feel like she wasn't either. And I feel like with J Hud, the caliber of woman she is, you really need to kick down the door and say, yes, this is my woman. I'm about this, and if anybody got any questions, you need to come see me. And I wasn't feeling that. He's just so passive. It's like all the testosterone in him was just not there. And I was just like, Carmen, child, you in danger, girl. And next thing you know, you start hearing rumblings in the media that their relationship was on the rocks right after that. So, we'll see though. Allegedly, we'll see. So there has been no information for corroborate a marriage proposal between the two, though. So yeah, these are all rumors as far as whether he officially asked Jennifer to marry him. So I guess we'll see. As time will tell. But yeah, as far as Miss Tiffany Haddish is concerned, though, child, girl. I don't know what to think about this. I feel like you just need to stop talking because I'm really sick of hearing you, complain about Common. Not complain, but, you clearly haven't gotten over him. Clearly. Nobody goes 2 years and, 2 years after the relationship is over and you are still having a conversation about how you think or why you think things ended the way it did. Okay, it ended the way it did because you chose the wrong man. You ever heard the term choose better, choose wisely? We're talking about our lives here. Spending your life with someone, especially when you're talking about making a life decision with somebody that, and you're talking about building a life, buying property, having kids, whatever the case may be. And people say, oh, my past doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Especially when you're talking about a recent past. You dated a man who just broke up with somebody within the same year who dated that person for 2 years. So you want to know about that relationship because he just came out of that relationship. Somebody who's monkey barring from one person to the next. You want to know a whole lot about that relationship, honey. Why'd y'all break up? What was she like? What y'all argue about? What was that major disagreement about? How long have you been broken up? Are you sure you're ready to move on? It's only been a couple months. Well, I'm going to make the executive decision that we not date right now because personally I think you need some space and some time to possibly heal because I don't want to be the monkey bar that you're swinging on. Swinging to next. That's just my personal opinion. She saw red flags way before she ever got with him and she ignored them. And that's why she's still talking about this mess to this day, getting drunk, getting DUIs, falling asleep behind the wheel. Tiffany, this is all on you. Even though Carmen is a mess, this is your fault. You had plenty of red flags where you didn't have to get with this guy. This didn't have to be. Your career could still be on a high today. And you let a man, yet another woman letting a man take her off her course. First, think about it. Wendy Williams, the biggest one to ever do it, and look at our love Wendy now. Let a man take her down like this. This woman was worth $50-60 million. Now they talking about she broke, and they got the people at Wells Fargo controlling her money. spending it. And then her husband trying to take the rest, or her ex-husband trying to take the rest, so he can spend it on his side chick and his side baby. Lord, have mercy. Girl, come on now. Don't get me up here to start preaching, girl. I'm about to get out here and pull out my church fan. Lord, have mercy. Don't make me pull out the oil. Get it together, girl. Stop talking about this man. Move on. Get your career together. All right, y'all. That's it for Hot Topics today. I might be back later on if anything pop off later in the afternoon. I got to go get these teeth clean. I love y'all. See you later. Missy Speaks TV. Child, she done made me so mad I forgot the name of my own YouTube channel. I love y'all. Talk with y'all later. Bye.